Oh man, everyone get ready, because it's time to go on a rant. I found a thing on Facebook, and he'd set me off. All right, we got some fella over here, and I can't edit none of this. I'm sorry, okay, but we've got some fella over here who's like, you can't have any anger. If you have any anger in your life, you're of the devil. You gotta let it go. Oh, Jesus. And he's not entirely wrong, okay? And he starts, people are like, oh, well, God's definitely got anger. I mean, Jesus kind of ran those fellows out of the temple, flailing them around, you know? And, well, he's like, oh, no, check out this verse. And it's like Proverbs 22 something or other. And it's like, stay away from people who are angry unless you fall in their snare. Or, and then basically do the same. Essentially, I don't have it right in front of me. Again, I'm sorry. And that's right. But that's the thing. He's so black and white about it, which on some level you kind of have to be as a Christian. Kind of like you would have to be very black and white and say that Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus was crucified on the cross. He died for the sins of the world, and he was resurrected 3 days later. There's like no debating that. You can't get around that. That has to be black and white. Okay, cool. But the anger thing. So this is like, all right. So imagine you're out there, I'm chewing gum. I got me some Orbit, and it's delicious, and I can't stop. Or you can't, hypothetically. And just, it's so good, but you're so disgusting, you have no manners. And you start chewing with it, with your mouth. Oh, God, so God, no. Right? And there just so happens to be a fellow around you with misophonia, and he is pissed. He can't take it anymore. So because of your chewing noises, because you're setting that fella off in his whatever mind, because in this, again, we're talking about people who get angry, quick to anger, etc. He gets angry and punches you in the jaw, knocking the gum out of your mouth. Like, that's the kind of anger that you shouldn't have. That is correct. I agree with that. That's the kind of anger I was raised with. That's the kind of anger I'm subject around to today. And frankly, that's still the same kind of anger that I myself deal and struggle with on a daily basis. And it is frustrating. It would be so much nicer to be just calm, polite, and nice all the time. And not just be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It sucks. It really sucks, and you kind of step back and you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I'm just gonna sit down. Give me a minute. And it sucks. That was delicious, by the way. And it sucks. And it's not good. But this guy, and here's the frustrating part. This is why it bothers me. Because people will point that out, and he's like, no. The God was never angry. Jesus wasn't angry. He says this, and he means it, apparently. There's no such thing as righteous anger. Bro, calm all the way down, and back all the way up, and sit all the way back down, and just listen here for a second. I don't know, it's been 4 minutes already. Look, righteous anger is a real thing. You have to have righteous anger at some point. God has his own righteous anger. And of course, God's above us. His thoughts, not our thoughts. He loved saying that one too. But it's still righteous, holy anger. It's still righteous, holy wrath. You can't be like, oh, God doesn't get angry. He's not like us. It's like, okay, sure. Yeah, all right, God's not like a human. You're right. I got you. However, it still says, and you want to be black and white about it, it still says in very black and white, non-arguable terms that God has wrath. My God, Jesus, if you read Revelations, he's supposed to come back on a horse with a sword in his mouth. He's not going to be happy. Jesus, in the temple, you've turned my father's house into a den of robbers. And he starts flailing people around. He made Jesus himself. If Jesus went to prison, he would be fine because he can just fashion a flail. He's got this, okay? Lockdown 23N1 ain't got nothing on Jesus. But like, oh my gosh. He has anger. He has righteous anger. He has righteous vitriol against sin. There's literally a list of things that God objectively hates. Like, he has to be a troll, or he has to be stupid, or a bot. God, the internet's dead, apparently. Also, give me your money, PayPal me dot, I don't know. I don't fucking know. PayPal.me/RemedyG. God, so frustrating. Like, everything is so stupid. I genuinely don't understand how people can be so fucking stupid. If you're gonna sit there, and he's obviously knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about. He's quoting scripture left and right. He's like, oh, well, no, that's obviously not right because this. Well, you know what you're talking about, so how do you not know that God gets fucking angry? What is wrong with you? Oh! I hate it. I hate it so much. There's no way in hell. You've got to be, like, the worst. Ah! Look, God gets pissed, okay? God came down in human flesh. He got pissed. He got righteously pissed when he needed to be. He got frustrated with people when it was acceptable because whatever God does, he's perfect. He can't make any mistakes. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. This guy has to be a troll or retarded or a devil. You know, maybe he is. Maybe he literally is Satan. Or maybe he's just a little misguided. I don't know. But I'm done. I don't really have anything else to say. I think I got whatever I said off. You know, righteous anger. My God. A man sees his wife getting attacked. You think he's not going to get righteously angry? You think he's not going to get indigenously pissed off? Make it make sense! Also, like, comment, and subscribe, or whatever. I don't fucking care.